Let me do the intro this time. What's the title of this episode called? Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Jordan,
My name is Mohsin.
and we're here today to talk about Flashback Fridays.
Yeah, Flashback Fridays, right back to the day that we all kind of started Token Creative Services, aka Token Photography at that point in time.
We've been through a lot, man. Like Token in itself has been through like so many iterations and changes. Like we've known each other for about 8 years, eh?
Yeah, time flies. It all just started as a kind of a weird friendship. He worked at the store next to me. I was at Black's Photography, and he was at Sunglass Hut, and it just became like friends working at Fairview Park Mall, which ended up turning into something way bigger than we actually anticipated.
It's crazy to think that like I just happened to be working in the right store at the right time when you came in shopping, and literally we just connected, made friends, and ever since then, like I can't even imagine like we wouldn't even be here today if we just hadn't just coincidentally met.
Yeah, seriously, like we didn't expect anything other than maybe a photo shoot to help his at the time modeling career and just to amp up my portfolio work to really build off the photography that I was trying to build at that point in time to who knows what. Like, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about kind of what we did in order to start Token Creative Services.
Yeah, so I mean, when I met you, I know that you kind of had like a vision of something, and I think you called it like token photography at the time. And I remember you always talking about this amazing idea, and at the time that I met you, I was just really excited to be a part of it. But like, where did token photography start?
I feel like when I got into the photography business, it was a lot of friends and family who just recognized that I had a passion for it. I was like in the mood of helping others trying to succeed in their photography career, less about my own stuff. I've had people come up to me and ask, can I be a part of your team or can we build a company together? But I knew that their focus was a little bit more on the photography side. And it's not like I knew what I wanted to do with this business because at that point I thought it was just photography. But I did have this kind of idea that it's never gonna just stay photography and it's almost gonna step away from like the weddings, which I mean, in a way, like token weddings became a thing later on, but really token photography was just a stepping stone to something really great.
Yeah.
So I feel when I felt the energy and passion from you, and at that point in time you were just starting your development career and like you're just getting into coding and just getting into programming, and I felt like there was that opportunity to really like help amp up your growth and to take you, I don't know, to take you to that next level and to combine our talents together to really make something happen.
And I think that's like the value of what we're like founded on, like working with amazing people that we love and are talented, but then like helping them sell themselves or improve that, almost kind of like an agency, like a talent agency, but not really, I guess.
Remember Talent Box? That was a thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. We almost made our own version of Talent Box. That was fun.
Yeah.
But I just like, I remember because like at the time that you had approached me with your token photography idea, I remember really being excited to help you with your website. And I remember making that website during like my co-op hours at college. Like I would go to co-op full-time hours, and I would just work on Token Photography's website. And that was back in the time where like I knew nothing about website development. So I was doing like hand coding of like 8+ pages with no WordPress or anything like that, like to the pixel perfect, trying to make it awesome. And I remember even as I made that website, like the team page was so long. Like even at like the start of something new, like you had like 8 people who were just like all doing amazing, crazy things. I think you had a lot of photographers. We had some web design in there. I think like the agency, the idea of the agency itself even became something that like we would just sell anything that anybody was good at, like the most random stuff. I think at one point we tried to advertise that I was doing personal training.
We sure did. We sure did.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine coming to a team that's like, I need a website and can we do a workout together?
Yeah, like I need abs and a website. So,
Done.
and like honestly, we would make it happen. But I guess the whole idea is that as crazy and weird as all the changes that have happened within Token Photography, which is now Token Creative Services, it all kind of revolved around the same thing. And it was empowering others in order to empower themselves to succeed in their own goals. Like I find that that's the most important thing that both of us are driven by. Sure, we know that we could totally go get another job and work our way up the pay scale, but that wasn't what was motivating us to move forward. Like we both still, have that sustainable side of our career where we pay our bills and, you still got to live. But the other entrepreneur side is what really keeps us going. I know that I'm motivated every single day. Anytime I'm down, I know that there's these people who are behind, behind the team who love what they do, and I know that these team members are having a good time because I'm trying to be as transparent and open with them to tell me the honest truth if you're having a great time, and if you're not, what can we do to make it better? Because we're all new at this.
It's hard. Like, I feel like sometimes you really fall in love with your team, and like for me, that became the whole business. Like people like Alex, like our new social media manager, Junki, like they are amazing, and just like working with these awesome people, like it makes you want to work hard, and it makes you want the business to be successful for their sake, so they can chase their dreams and do what they love.
And it's really cool to see that some of the people who started with us in the very beginning of Token Creative Services are still with us. Like we still have Curtis Montgomery. He's still doing an incredible job, and we still have Jordan Dillard, who, surprisingly enough, we'll talk about this in a second, who was at our release party for Token Photography. We didn't really know what we were releasing, but we knew that there was something there, and the turnout was phenomenal. There were so many people there. We raised money for our charity event, and it did really well. And he was actually one of the attendance members. He was there, not as a Token employee, but just there as a friend, and really was there to support Jordan. And I didn't even really know him at that point, and it was really cool to see how, like, look where we are now, and he's our lead web developer.
And we actually just hired Jordan Dillard full time, so it's cool to see that,
Which
like,
is really cool.
6 years ago we had this awesome idea, and that, like, the people that even just showed us some love and support with him being the case at that event. And now today he's like leading our web team, doing all these amazing things, and you're right, it's like a good personification of how we try to like live with our team or employ people for life.
Definitely. So let's talk a little about like how Token. Where was that breakthrough moment that you think we had? Where was that initial, I think this is something more real than we think?
It's kind of hard to say. So I think like it was a release party for me, like it really was. So we had this idea of like Token Photography out in the corner here. Like it was this awesome idea. It was like this creativity talent box, I guess you could kind of say, but we didn't quite have the right vision there. We knew there was something awesome there, but at that event, when we released this party, I remember feeling incredible because like all of our friends, all of our family was there. They were donating for our cause. We were just trying to spread awareness. And this thing that I felt like we didn't really have a full grasp of yet, everybody in the community was like, yes, do this, do this, do this. And it was that point that I was just like, this might be something different, or this might be worth investing in.
Thank you for listening to us about the beginnings of Token and just kind of what our journey is. I mean, it's interesting to see where it all started and where it is now. And I really hope you guys continue to follow these Token Talks. There's so many incredible business owners out there that need to be recognized for their amazing stuff. Like, I really want to bring on a really special guest, and they're from Complete Weddings. Really, really, really nice people. I definitely recommend listening to that Token Talk. Incredible business owners. And I think it's a good way to just really introduce everyone to what is out there, what is in your community, because your community matters more than you think. So thank you so much. Again, my name is Mohsen.
And I'm Jordan.
Take care.